Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel. Today, in this episode, we're going to take a look at the 20th studio album. Man, 20 studio albums from this great East Coast of the US of A band, thrash legends, Overkill Scorched is the name of the new album for Nuclear Blast Records. Yes, indeedy, folks. They are back. New Jersey's finest. Let's take a look at this here. Little CD right here. All right, very cool cover art produced by the band. This album has apparently been brewing for a couple of years. Can you believe it's been like 4 years since their last album? That was a quick 4 years, but that pandemic in the middle of everything just kind of made everything seem like, it was 3 years, but it seemed like either a really long 3 years or a really short 3 years, right, to some people, depending on how you look at it. Very cool cover art there. And, of course, got the guys in the band. There's Bobby and Dee Dee and everybody else, right? Lyrics. Very cool package here. So, of course, like I said, 20th studio album. Bobby Blitz Ellsworth on vocals, Dee Dee Verny on bass, Dave Linsk lead guitar, rhythm guitar, Derek the Skull Taylor, and on drums, Jason Bittner. If you haven't seen Overkill live in recent years, they still put on a terrific show. And of course, with so many great classic tracks from their 80s and 90s albums, and so many great songs from their more recent fare, which is kick ass. I mean, Overkill had never released a bad album, and their last handful of albums have been just absolutely terrific. So, and this one is no exception. It's not Overkill nowadays. Their albums are not all about blistering thrash, but Overkill were always a little bit crunchier, shall I say, than some of your Bay Area thrash bands. Maybe not as technical with some of the guitar work and the riffs, but just absolutely terrific. A lot of their songs are very anthemic, crushingly heavy, great lead guitar work, great riffs, and of course the unmistakable vocals of Blitz. I mean, nobody sounds like him. He's just got that gravelly voice, fits perfectly with the music. It's so funny, I reviewed the new Metallica 72 Seasons recently, and that came out right around the same time as this, and so many people were like, the Overkill blows the Metallica away. That's the way a thrash album should be done. Whatever. The Metallica album, for the most part, isn't really much of a classic thrash album. I'd argue that parts of this aren't really a classic thrash album, but is this a really good crunchy thrash album? Hell yeah. It's about 51 minutes long. Really the perfect length, I think. Like I said in my Metallica review, I think in 72 Seasons is a really strong 50, 55, 60-minute album. It's a little overblown, right? Could have trimmed some of the fat from it, but the essence of it is really good. I'd say this is exceptionally good throughout. There's not one song on here I don't like. Almost all the songs are 4 to 5 minutes long, perfect length. Some are a little better than others, but the stuff that's really good on here is great. The title track, which kicks it off, Scorched, is terrific. Got this blazing lead guitar to start it off in, and heavy riffarama, those gravelly vocals from Blitz, just awesome. Going Home is a great track. The Surgeon is a really good track. So right off the bat, the first three are excellent. Then it really starts to pick up steam. Twist of the Wick is absolutely terrific. The machine gun riffing is great. Love the drumming. The rhythms are really good. There's lots of groove on this album, which I think is really cool. Wicked Place, another one of my favorite songs on the album. Excellent stuff. Won't Be Coming Back is pretty good. That's kind of a fun piece, right? They like to do these kind of fun songs on every one of their albums. And then I think my sleeper song of the album, which took me a few listens to really kind of get, and then I was like, whoa, this is fucking good. Fever, which starts off all kind of moody and kind of doomy and atmospheric, and then it just starts kicking into high gear, and then you got these like sledgehammer, well, I don't know if sledgehammer is the right term. Almost kind of like if Overkill were to do a Brontosaurus riff, like a Black Sabbath style riff, that's in here. They generally, on almost all their albums, they throw at least one of those in there. That's in Fever, but I love the kind of slow build of that song. It's menacing, it's crushing. One of my favorite tracks on the album. Then you got Harder They Fall. That's good, up-tempo, excellent stuff. Know Her Name, another lean, mean, menacing, thrashy machine. Like that a lot. And then another one of my favorite tracks on the album, and instantly became my favorite from the very first listen to this, and that's Bag of Bones. Last song on the album, song number 10, and it's got a shit ton of groove. And I love the kind of stop-start riffing going on, man, and Blitz is just killing it on the vocals. Can't stop listening to Bag of Bones. Like I said, I love a heavy, crushing thrash track that has groove, because that just makes everything else better. It's just, man, it twists and turns, it bubbles, it boils, all that kind of stuff. Kudos to these guys, I gotta say, for just cranking out one winner of an album after another, after another, after another. I mean, I thought their last album was tremendous, and I was like, God, at some point Overkill's going to kind of crank out one that's maybe a little subpar. Nah, not at all. Scorched, terrific. I like the production. I've been reading and hearing people saying, I don't know if I like the production. It's too loud. It's too compressed. The vocals are too high. And I'm like, man, guys, it sounds like an Overkill album. All their albums sound like that. That's Overkill, right? I don't think the vocals are any louder than normal. I just think it's just, Bobby sounds great. He's exactly where he needs to be. I don't not hear the guitars. I don't not hear the drums. Everything is there, all in your face, and just kick ass, man. I don't know. I dig this a lot. 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is just terrific. It's just another in a long line of strong Overkill albums. Yeah, they're not reinventing the wheel, but who cares? It's just so well done, so good. The songs are instantly memorable and catchy, and they kick your ass. That is all we fucking need from a Overkill album. Jeez, I've been listening to a lot of Motorhead of late, so there you have it. Anyway, Overkill. That's weird, because I was just listening to the Overkill album by Motorhead yesterday. So it's like, okay, Pete's combining two worlds here. Yeah, it's late in the day, guys. Anyway, there you have it. Scorched from Overkill is my review for this particular episode. 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you heard it, let us know what you think in the comments below and how you would rate it. If you haven't, go check it out. And then come back, let us know what you think. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. Please do, so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page down there for channel donations, as well as our merch page. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. You might get another new review for you here today. Otherwise, you've got plenty coming up next week. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you real soon. Bye-bye.